I'm sorry. In the land of gods and monsters, I was an angel. Living in the garden of evil, screwed up, scared, doing anything that I needed. Shining like a fiery beacon, you've got that medicine I need. Fame, liquor, love, give it to me slowly. Put your hands on my waist, do it softly. Me and God, we don't get along, so now I sing. No one's gonna take my soul away. I'm living like Jim Morrison, headed towards a fucked up holiday. Motels, sprees, and I'm singing. Oh yeah, give it to me, this is heaven, what I truly want. It's innocence lost. Innocence lost.
Here it is. It's here. It's time. It's a Voodoo's Day night. Episode 1.
Yeah.
Episode 1 is finally here of the Echoes of Zeppelin live action Dungeons and Dragons Oops All Barred campaign. And it's a much anticipated campaign start. But tune in next week for episode 1 for real though. So the group is a band, right? We've got a band here. They have a name, I think. I don't know. They didn't tell me. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. And they're doing a thing in a place. And that's all I got for you. Take it away, band.
Is everyone ready? I mean,
I was born ready.
I don't want to, but yes.
like we gotta go.
They
I
did say
should
we
be
have to be
ready
on
so I don't
time.
have to get ready.
They
I've
said
been
we have to
packed
be on
for
time.
hours.
You've been sitting at the door this entire time, okay?
I've been waiting. No one else was ready.
You're up at dawn anyway.
I'm awake. What more do you want?
Did any of you pack?
Yeah,
I've been packed.
I had barely
Yes,
anything
I've been
with me
packed for quite
anyway.
some time.
Oh,
I don't have
didn't think
anything
about
to
that.
except for this cheese I bought.
You still have that? I'm
You
proud of you.
still have cheese.
I bought a lot of cheese.
Oh my god, same.
Is it out of your pockets though, Henry?
Which coat?
I'm not even gonna ask that.
You have more than one coat?
Yes.
Your new name is Fancy Pants.
That fits.
That's yeah.
Okay.
Did we want to take anything with us, or did we already kind of get everything that we wanted to get? Mads, did you get anything from the bar?
Yes, I got everything that I needed.
Don't forget the merch. We need the merch. How else are we gonna pay these bills?
We've
I
had
don't believe we
merch
have
this
much
whole
yet.
time.
We got
We
merch.
do not
Oh,
have
we don't
any
have
merch.
merch? Oh no.
I have limited resources right now. Be happy I managed to get flyers out there.
My conspiracy notes. No, I packed those. We're good.
Okay.
Oh my
I
God,
have
do you have the fancy bourbon?
Of course I have the fancy bourbon.
Oh, thank God.
It's the first thing I grabbed.
I don't think we
Small
could leave that.
to moderate with a waterfront view. Small to moderate with a waterfront view.
Yes.
Okay. So if we leave, we're not going to have to turn around because someone forgot something.
I mean,
Correct.
not unless Henry needs the bathroom.
I don't think any of us need to go to the bathroom. We're gonna be fine. Let's just go.
If we keep talking about it, I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, you know what? Everyone go. Go. Out the door. Let's go. Come
Bye, house.
Bye, house.
Did we bring those spices?
Yes.
I
I packed them.
Okay, we got 'em.
It's fine.
All right.
Okay.
We're good, Miss Delia.
Okay.
So how far do we have to go?
Okay. We have to go.
Is this like a day thing or like a week thing or like a
We are going
boat
to be gone
thing?
for a while, okay?
I mean, we
It-
signed a contract,
No,
right?
not that. Like to get to the place. Like, do we have to? Can we walk? Do we take a boat? We gonna fly? I don't know.
You said that we received a letter yesterday, yes?
Yes, I'm looking right now. They marked the location. Just give me a second.
Well, she wrote me a letter, said she didn't want to live without me no more.
Okay, we have to go basically to the cemetery.
Oh, what?
Cemetery.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
It's not actually the meeting place isn't actually the cemetery, but that's like the closest landmark. It's the road out. It's by the cemetery.
Okay.
Point is, we got a long way to go, and we need to get going.
We
Are we
should probably
walking?
take some back streets too. I don't want to be seen by too many people. I mean, granted, we're going to be performing soon anyway, so why? Let's just go. Let's just go. We'll go.
That's right. Let's go. Let's ride.
Lead on.
Okay.
Nobody worried that it's in a cemetery.
I mean,
Henry,
Yes,
It's not
very-
in a cemetery. It's just close to a cemetery. There is a difference.
it's cemetery adjacent.
all right.
Look, I didn't know another landmark to give you people.
Hmm. Every great story starts where other people's stories end.
He's right about that.
Look, I'm not exactly happy we're going near the cemetery, but
We're going to have to cut right through town. Do we want to go to the market before we leave on the way, or do we just need to
Get
rush?
some spices and some beignets.
We should probably just go, right?
Go.
It's not that I'm knocking their choice of theme. I don't know. Just cemetery feels like it would kind of go against the whole, I don't know, whimsy.
I mean, there's farmland around it, so maybe it's just on a
Look.
farm nearby.
the road out of town just happens to be close to the cemetery.
Oh man, it's cool. We're first gonna get the spooky circus. It's fine.
That's right.
You don't have anything against cemeteries?
Why would I have something against cemetery?
I don't
Ha
know.
ha ha ha.
Oh, I played many a show at the cemetery. The crowd always seems to be dead.
Your humor is ever grateful.
I don't know, lover. I think you had them rolling. I really do.
Did you? Yeah, rolling like on a river.
It is far too early for
But
this sort
the
of
river
act. Can
was
we
the other
just go?
direction.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going south.
Wonderful. Let's go south.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
And we're rolling.
Are we gonna walk past the fountains, or are we just gonna avoid that? Because if we go there, I kind of want to walk around for a second, but we don't have time for that. Never mind. Let's just go. Let's just go. It's fine. It's fine.
Look, I just
We've
want
been
to
in
get.
that house for 2 weeks. You could have taken a field trip.
Oh,
We did take a field trip.
It's been 3
many
weeks.
field trips.
It's not that far.
So you're walking, you're heading, you're taking the path that's closest to the water because it's like the clearest cut path out and down to the cemetery, down and out past the cemetery. And you get down and out past the cemetery and you follow the road, and the road takes you out and sort of through a forest. And it's like not a super thick forest, kind of spread out a little bit as the path is very clearly cut, and you can see the lights in the distance. You can hear the sounds of the carnival. You can see things flying in the air above, and it looks like it's a grand old time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a grand old time. Gonna have a good old time. Gonna have a good old time.
Delia, did we have the wristbands? Please tell me we didn't forget those.
Yes, I have the wristbands and I have the tickets. I love you all, but I did not have complete faith you wouldn't lose them.
Smart.
Hey,
Smart.
That's super valid.
I mean, this is the first time I've heard of them, so okay.
You were asleep when that happened.
I'm mostly asleep, yeah.
For an elf, you sleep a whole lot.
Well, you don't live to be this long by not getting your beauty sleep. You gotta get it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the 18 off, 6 on program. That's how you live to be 127, see?
That is incredibly young for an elf.
I know, see? And I don't look a day over 122, they say.
You really don't.
I know. Thank you.
You guys keep reminding me how young I am. It's not fair.
Hey, I hear the carnival. I think we're close.
Yes, we are. And since we are, Delia starts handing out the wristbands. If you lose them, I will murder you. Don't make me have to murder you.
I don't want to get murdered.
Good.
I don't think anything's going to come off of my wrist. I think we'll be fine.
All right.
So you approach the entrance, and it's a very large, glamorous, lit up entrance. And as soon as you pass into the entrance, you see directly to the right of you is the ticket booth. A silver statue of a dancing fairy is mounted on the roof of the ticket booth and surrounded by fluttering butterflies. The booth is decorated with animated depictions of the night sky with shooting stars across it. An elderly goblin perches behind the ticket counter, peering at you quizzically through a spyglass. He lowers the spyglass and calls out to you, "Greetings, fairgoers."
Well, hello,
Greetings.
young fella.
Tickets. Do you have your tickets?
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
Let me see them.
Got this wristband too.
That too.
So he looks at your tickets and goes, interesting. Wristband, do you see? Aha. So he grabs your wrist lever since you're the closest one to him, and he punches your wristband with a butterfly wrist. It's like a stamper. Pops a little butterfly out of it. And each one of you behind lever, he pops the same kind of butterfly in your wristband, and he says, "Staff tents are behind the big top." And he waves at you and then goes, "Greetings, fairgoers," to the people in line behind you.
Yes.
Cool.
Mads just starts walking.
Cece's gonna make sure Henry is attached to her hand somehow and make sure he doesn't wander off.
Henry is delighted. Henry is delighted by this entire thing.
If you stray off, we're gonna get in so much trouble, and I am not dealing with that today, okay? Don't. But we also have to go find the owlbear, okay? That has to happen sometime.
The size of a teacup.
I know! And if they lied to me, I will burn this place to the ground.
No.
I hear animals over to the left, I think, but we were supposed to go straight ahead, they said.
Now, Flip, do you have a keen sense of smell?
I don't know. How strong is your sense of smell?
Oh, well, it depends on what kind of spices we're talking.
Well, probably the
Pick
same.
up some cinnamon, but I couldn't tell a donkey from a pig, I guess.
I don't know what a donkey is or what a pig is, so probably couldn't tell them apart either.
Okay, now I can smell a unicorn from a mile away.
I mean, I can tell you the difference between a roper and a purple worm by smell a mile away, but
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Now, unicorn smells like a combination of cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of a hint of sometimes, depending on the time of day, just a hint of it, ginger.
Is it because you're close by, or
Now that's yes.
are you secretly a
knew
unicorn?
it?
Well, no,
Um,
not yet.
we can
Yeah,
hurry up.
I believe that's the tent up ahead.
That is massive.
We need to go meet up with Elowick. Yes, Elowick.
Did anybody
Behind it.
notice that the tent has horns?
Yes. How do you know that?
I can tell that the tent has horns. I just can't tell you what color it is.
Fair.
Is it that's a skull? Yeah, no. The
Yes,
cemetery makes
yes.
sense now. Yeah. Cool.
We have left the cemetery behind, Henry. We were never going to the cemetery. It was just a.
It's adjacent for the
Cemetery adjacent.
vibe. For the vibe.
We literally left it behind.
That doesn't
We
mean
went
we're not
through the
adjacent.
forest.
Still adjacent.
Adjacent.
So you sort of approach the big top, and you see that the roof of this tent reaches toward the night sky in 3 swooping peaks topped with spinning gold stars. Painted wooded panels of the tent walls whirl with colorful motion, displaying vibrant circus performances. The sound of music and laughter drifts out from the canvas door.
That's what I'm talking about. These are my peoples.
Delia, you go first.
So kind. Yeah, sure, go in first.
You're in charge of us.
Roll me a d8. Delia.
Okay, this is fine. That's a 4.
Okay. So as you kind of walk into the big top, you see the performance that is happening right now is a staggered fiddler whose music causes dancing plants to burst from the ground.
Okay, all right.
And then you sort of see, like, towards the back of the tent is like a staff opening that leads you out towards the staff area.
Going straight to the staff area.
Following.
Same.
I am being tugged.
Yep.
So you go through this sort of dressing room as with a scene of colorful clutter, tables strewn with makeup kits and glass jewelry, mirrors trimmed with glowing orbs of light, chest of drawers, wardrobe spilling all over with garments. And then you see at the back of the dressing room leads outside, and you see carnival hands in here getting around for their acts, fire blowers practicing their fire breathing outside, dancers getting their makeup and costumes on, musicians strumming their instruments, practicing their drums, things like that.
Wow.
That looks like a practical life skill.
Fire breathing?
Yeah.
Darn right it does.
We are not learning that right now. We have things we need to do.
I didn't say right now.
I didn't say right now. I just said practical life skill. Y'all were complaining that I lack practical life skills.
I just worry about fire and your wings.
Fire!
Flip and I do like a covert fist bump.
Later. So you get through the dressing room into outside, and you start to see a circle of wagons. You see a tangled wall of thorns surrounding a cluster of wagons lit by lanterns. The caravan is barely visible through the thicket, kind of keeping it disguised from other folks, you know, carnival goers, so staff can do whatever it is that they need to do. And standing sort of at the entrance to this large caravan area is a very large bugbear named Burley.
Burley or Burnley?
Burley.
Burley. All
Sounds
right.
fitting.
As the rest of the group is focusing on this, Flip just wants to kind of go over where the fire breather is and try to dance with the flames for just a few seconds before getting back to work.
That's right. Dance into the fire. Well, hello.
Henry, he has a squirrel.
I want to talk to it.
Shh. We have to wait.
Okay.
Yes, hello there. We need to talk to Eliwick Tumbles. Hold on. Tumblestrom. Can you direct us to them?
Elwick.
Mm.
Orchard.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. And would it be possible for us to leave our stuff over there? She kind of.
Nothing.
And he kind of points you off to a tent off to the side that's like empty, and it looks like its doors kind of cracked open a little bit for you. It is the green tent there in the little circle of tents there.
Huh.
Thank you very much.
He's a man of few words.
That's fine.
Good old Burley. Gordo, as I like to call him, Gordo.
All right, everyone. Let's set down our stuff and then take care of business.
Taking care of business every day.
I think I'm just going to leave my violin strapped to my back for now, if that's all the same to everyone else. We don't know everyone here, and I just, everything else doesn't matter. So I'm just going to leave it on for now.
Well, if you
Everyone
can't trust a carny, who can you trust?
Absolutely no one. You can't trust anyone. Ever.
I would like to wave at Burley's tiny squirrel. Just tiny wave at the tiny squirrel.
The squirrel does like a grunting noise at you that sounds similar to Burley's.
Excellent.
But it's a tiny squirrel grunt, like.
Tough guy.
Oh, I will
Rock.
be talking to that squirrel later, and I make it a priority.
Wonder what his name is. Rocky?
Bullwinkle?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably his name, yeah.
Maybe Burley and Softy? I don't know.
On your way sort of out of the staff area back towards the orchard, you passed a calliope, and a merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup.
Yes. Now we're
Well, that's
talking.
certainly curious.
I immediately put a silver in.
He just looks up at you when you put a silver and says, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these." I
I will
offered in its
Rip off a
place
button.
Me too.
a smile upon my face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I rip off a button and I put a button in with the silver.
Yes. Me too.
I don't have buttons.
I will rip off a second button.
You're so sweet. We're going to have to fix that later.
And
Henry,
they
we
go back
just
to-
bought these clothes.
Oh, this is going to be a very fun time with all of you. I already know this.
It's called an adventure.
Ernest and Marigold go back to their sort of performing after you give them their buttons.
I'd like to call him Benny.
And the Jets? There's only one.
Benny Buttons.
That works too.
His mother calls him Benjamin, but I call him Benny.
So you kind of make your way past that, and you're in front of the big top again, and there are several things around you. Do you choose to go straight to the orchard, or do you want to explore the rest of the carnival first?
I'm still dancing with the flamethrowers. I am not near the monkey.
I think we should just go talk to whoever we need to talk to, because the list did say we should do that. Otherwise, we're going to get in trouble. And if we lose this gig, we're screwed.
If there's any sort of communication within the staff members of the circus, it's likely that the ticket holder already alerted the person that we're supposed to meet with that we are here, and it's better not to dally.
Yes, that's right. Dilly is okay, but not dally. We can't dally.
We'll take care of business, and then if you all want to go off and explore, fine.
Now, can we dilly, but not dally? Okay.
We have to make sure we get Flip before they get lit on fire.
Wait, Flip! Flip, no!
Hey, I was having fun with that.
Oh, douse him.
Look, I was just showing him my moves.
Douse.
You were supposed to be auditioning. I am not on fire, am I?
No, it was incredible.
No,
That's a little bit
you
of a thing.
auditioned for me. I already hired you.
It's a very mild syndrome.
hired you.
But you
No, it
said
was
to
incredible.
come get this gig. If I can dance with flames, won't that help us get the gig?
Yes,
We already have the gig, right?
I'd hire me.
Right?
We're on a
There's a
trial
difference
base.
between getting the gig and keeping the gig. We want to keep the gig.
Don't worry, Flip. We can workshop this later. I believe in us.
I was just having fun dancing with flames. And look, the other carnies thought it was cool.
That's right. Because it is cool.
We can workshop this later.
We'll have time after we go talk to whoever we're supposed to go talk to.
Okay, see you later, guys. Apparently I have to go talk to someone.
This is fine. This is fine.
You're okay. You're doing good.
I'm going. No, you're right. You're right. This is fine. No one's dead yet.
That's
no one's
right.
lost a limb.
Yes, right.
Everyone is currently accounted for.
Henry has lasted an impressive time before getting kidnapped, so this is good. This is progress.
If his hands weren't already so pale, they would be so much paler because of how tight I am holding on to him.
Wait, I'm
I
gonna get
believe
kidnapped?
that. No, you're
No.
not, and you are not going to even attempt to appease to the contrary. Let's
Hey,
go.
guys, if I'm going to be not dancing with fire, and we have left the house where I was cozy, can we hurry up and get going? Because otherwise I'm going to go back and start dancing again. That was good fun.
You know what?
I'm being kidnapped?
Henry, for the last time. No.
And we're walking. We are walking.
We're walking.
So you head back down towards the entrance as the feasting orchard is right there. And you get closer, and music and mirth radiate from this area of the park. The heady scents of flowers and mead and berry pie waft through the air. Stilt walkers pluck fruit from trees, and musicians drum, pipe, and strum. And everywhere there is singing, dancing, and inordinate amounts of custard. And you see off sitting at one of the tables a small gnome with a sort of pinkish looking frog, a very large frog sitting in their lap, and they're playing their own stringed instrument.
No, that's right.
Oh, that's so cool.
And you see off to the side of the orchard a sign that says fairy cake eating contest.
Oh,
Henry, no.
He's not a fairy.
Henry.
We can't compete, but we can watch.
Why?
Is it a cake of fairies? Is it a fairy cake? There's a lot of different ways you could read that.
The
You're not
fairies
doing a
are
cake.
eating
Contest. What else do we need?
the cake,
I am
and it's
confused.
bigger than their bodies.
But we have a fairy. We could enter.
Do not put me in a cake.
No, we're not putting you in a cake. We're just gonna make you eat it.
I do like to eat cake. I do not,
Perfect.
however, want to be an ingredient in a cake. Why are we talking about putting me in a cake anyway?
No one said we were putting you in a cake.
I say we let them
Someone
eat cake.
really asked if the cakes were made of fairies.
This would be a terrible place.
I mean, too much glitter with that.
Look, if the contest is going in a few minutes, you guys can join. Just give me 3 minutes, okay? 3 minutes to conduct business.
Yes,
Okay.
Mom.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She is looking for this person now, just like, oh God, please, please.
Small gnome.
Imagine-
Yeah, small gnome sitting at a table. Delia.
Like walking straight there. Hi, I believe we talked before. I'm Delia.
Yes. Oh, Delia, so good to see you. I was wondering when you were getting here. You're actually 2.3 seconds late. Not good for your first gig.
In my defense, this is a very
No
special
excuses.
group.
Do or do not. There is no try.
I am trying so very hard.
You know, Delia, though words without music often fail me, I'll give this my best shot considering your enthusiastic welcome. I am Tumblestrum. Elwick Tumblestrum, actually. But
Yes.
most folks who know me at all know me simply as the bard Tumblestrum. Music is my life. It's who I am and what I do. It's the thing I crave most in life, and I've seen enough of a dozen or more worlds to know that's the truth of it. My best friends are my instruments, Morning Mist, my frog companion, Grope, and whatever audience I'm playing for. I've played my way through countless cities and villages in even 3 of the 9 hells. For a while now, I've been tagging along with this carnival, moving through the whims of Madam and Mister, but I've always been within reach of the only place I'd ever truly call home, the Feywild. You see, you and your band are going to help not only this carnival, but also the Feywilds.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you more about that later. The most important part is, are you prepared to perform?
Yes, they are ready. They have been working very hard.
So ready.
Well, good, because your gig starts in about, she looks at the pocket watch and then puts it back in her pocket, about 2 minutes. You better get to the big top and get set up.
Hey, here we go. Hello.
I am booking it. Everyone, big top now.
Let's go.
Now.
All right.
Cece basically has Henry flying behind her because of how fast she's running.
Now, do we know how many songs we got on the set list? How many minutes do we have? We have 25 minutes. Is 40-minute set? What are we working with here?
We got 12 songs on the set list.
12 songs. 12 songs. Okay. All right. Here we go.
And so you make your ways into the big top, and you're on stage there, and you're getting all set up, and the crowd is ready and waiting. The lights start to dim, and you see these kind of fairies in the back shining these glowing orbs around the stage, pointing in different directions before they kind of zero in on the center stage. And the ring announcer hands the microphone to Delia and says, "You're up, Toots."
Ladies and gentlemen, You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but today, you are here. And may I introduce your entertainment for the night? Tomorrow's Problem.
Tomorrow's problem tonight. All right, here we go. What's that first song? I'm gonna look around. Let's see. Maddie, why don't you get us started with a drum beat?
Yeah, and she starts.
What song are we playing?
As this is
I believe
happening,
was-
Flip's guys. As this is happening, Flip's ear hair and top hair and dots are glowing vaguely,
Yes.
and he just kind of peeks out of the darkness since all of the spotlights were on everyone else. He's too small to have been noticed. Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
Yeah.
Been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. Buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. And he starts flying up above the stage as hopefully everyone joins in. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's a preacher in the pulpit and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brick of every wall it's holding, and all you know. So tell me, do you wanna go? Etc. Until the song is finished.
Etc. Yes, Flip. The amazing Flip. Oh, you're a great crowd tonight. You're just such a good crowd. Oh, they didn't tell us what kind of lively crowd we'd have tonight, people.
It's a very actually lively crowd as they go wild for the performance of the glowing fairy on the stage, and the voice carries through and echoes, and it sounds like you're in this major amphitheater. Very, very magical for such a small place. And the lights change as it prepares for your next song of your set.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, every now and then, I think you might hear something from us that's nice and easy. And but there's one thing, see? There's just one thing. We never do nothing nice and easy. We always do it nice and rough. We always do it nice and rough. So we're going to take this at the beginning of this song, and we're going to do it easy. And then we're going to do the finish rough. Because that's the way we do this.
And the crowd kind of gets to their feet, and they start to hold candles in the air, and they get ready as Lever kind of hypes them up.
That's right. Get those candles in the air and wave them around like you just don't care. And if the roof should burn, we're going to let it burn. We're going to let it burn, but get those candles in the air, see? You know, when I decided I wanted to leave it all behind and become a bard, I said, you know, I had a good job. See, I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost a minute of sleeping, thinking about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And we're rolling, yeah. Rolling on the river. Etc. All right, now we got another song. You guys are a great crowd. You didn't even burn this place down yet, but the night is young. The night is young. Who's next?
they're cheering you on for an encore. They're like, keep going, keep going. They're clapping. They think you're doing really, really great. And they like the act. They think that everybody looks great up there. They like the dancing and the lights change again, and a kind of smoke starts to fill the room.
Flip, if you'd be willing to take the drums.
Happily. And the sticks.
And Mads goes and she goes into center stage. And she goes, well, I hope that everybody's having a wonderful time tonight. And I believe that now might be a little bit of a good time to go a little bit more acoustic. And the song starts, and Mads starts singing Hook. And she goes to the instrumental and she takes a deep breath because she knows what's coming next. And she moves into the bridge. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. If you're intending or rambling, make a desperate move or else you win. And then begin to see what you do to me. This MTV is not for free. It's so PC, it's killing me. So desperately I sing to the elf of love. Sure, but also rage and hate and pain and fear of self. And I can keep these feelings on the shelf. I've tried, well, no doubt I've lied. Could be financial suicide, but I've got too much pride inside to hide. Aside, I'll do as I'll decide and let it ride until I've died. And only then shall I abide to this tide of catch little tunes. I've hit 3-minute ditties. I wanna bust your balloons. I wanna burn all of these cities to the ground. I found I wanna mess around unless I pray. And hey, I wouldn't want all day hear what I say. I gotta pray, That's really all this was. When I'm feeling stuck and need a buck, I don't rely on luck because the luck brings you back. And I ain't telling you no lies. That you can rely.
And the crowd goes wild.
That's where they got you on the hook. Set the hook with the bridge and then hit you with the hook. That's Mads, our drummer. You know that's a good band when the drummer comes out and blasts you away like that and melts your face right off.
And I can assure you, if all of you come back, this will not be the last you see of me or anyone else for that matter.
And they kind of
owe you money.
And the crowd goes wild, and the lights kind of dim, and they give you a chance to clear the stage as the next act is getting ready to come in, and you kind of are off the stage and down into the dressing room.
What just happened?
We didn't die. We didn't die.
You sure?
We fucking crushed it.
Pinch me. Somebody pinch me.
We didn't die.
Matt immediately pinches Cece.
How?
Flip pinches her from the other side.
Ah! I said something.
Are you dead?
No. I didn't land on my face when I did the backflip. That was great.
You did so good.
I know,
I'm so
proud of you.
Oh god.
And Mads pinches Cece again, going, Jinx.
Why didn't anybody tell me that there are other fairies around here?
It was a good crowd.
Cece's just going to stare at Mads until she says her name. She's been jinxed.
Okay, I've only been here for I think it's called a 10-day. It might be called a week.
Oh,
I don't even know what you call it. I know nothing other than apparently I now have a contract.
Okay.
I need a snack.
I only was allowed to know certain details. I don't even know the other acts.
Do we live here now?
We don't live here now. We're just doing the things here for a while, right, Delia?
This is our life, though. This is our life.
Right now.
So Elwick kind of comes in as you're coming down with the pre-stage jitters and trying to figure out what's going on. And she's like, yo, that was really really great. I can tell you were a little nervous, but next time, I know you're going to nail it. You're going to get better. She goes, you should go back over there and get some tea after your performance and keep your throats nice and lubricated and make sure your voice boxes stay healthy, and get a good night's sleep because you have a performance in the morning and the afternoon and then tomorrow. Yeah, this is your life now. Enjoy, and I'll see you later. And she snaps her fingers and like this whoosh of pyrotechnics around her, and she's kind of just gone.
So can we go over to the tea and can I roll a perception check?
So
because
we do live here now.
I'm feeling sus.
Feels a little like indentured servitude. Just
Feels a little sus.
We live here now.
Hear me out. Why not?
We like that.
This is our life
A little
now.
bit like that organ grinder.
I mean, I have nothing else, so I guess it makes sense. But I also don't want to drink tea that's gonna do something to me.
I suddenly have a hankering for buttons. I need a button.
So we
I
live
said I need
here
a button.
We live here now. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Short answer is yes. Until the gig is up and your contract with them is up, we live here more or less.
Do we have a tent? Do we just
We
live on
walked
the
into
ground?
it, Henry.
I have a feeling that the wagon we put our belongings in is now where we stay.
I'm just glad I had my violin on my back.
Yes, that's where we. Oh God.
And Cece's gonna go over and make tea for her and Henry and as many people as she can and carry it, and also put blood orange in Henry's because she knows he probably hasn't had any today.
That's right.
And we should really check the tea.
Test the tea. Wait, were we gonna join a contest?
Later,
Oh my God,
but
contest.
All right.
I will take the first sip of tea, okay?
Why are you doing that?
Because I can. Does anything happen to me when I drink this tea?
No, it's tea.
Sweet. That's what I thought. Now take
Ooh.
your tea and
Sweet
drink
tea.
it. And she hands it to Henry very forcefully and hands everybody else a cup.
Thank you, Cece.
You're welcome. You sounded great up there.
Thank you. So did you.
Thanks. Flip also sounded amazing. And I just, and Lever, you had all of these things to say. Like, I've only ever performed in parks before. I've never performed like that. And I admire it. It was really nice to see you guys do that. So,
Yes, it's a rush, isn't it?
yep. I feel the adrenaline through my fingertips. I want to run around.
I want to see a tiny owlbear.
Can we go look around now? Or do we have anything else we need to do? I mean, she said we didn't have anything else we need to do, right?
No. Do we? I mean, we should be selling merch right now, but we don't have any.
I will work on it.
Delia, I just need you to say yes or no.
Go. Just go.
And literally, Cece and Henry are just a ball of dust at this
Do
point.
not die. Do not. Oh God.
Never split the party.
Where are we gonna go first? I want to know.
Animal tent. Animal tent.
The owl bear. Okay.
I want some
Animal-
cotton candy.
And anyone else is welcome to follow them. They just were super excited about this owl bear that might be the size of a teacup.
Matt absolutely does not follow.
What?
Fair enough. Well, we have to find it first, and then we can tell everyone about it later, and then we can show everyone around. Like, we know where everything is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
we're gonna be the experts.
yes.
So
We'll be experts.
you're looking for animals and stuff, and the only ones you seem to find are 4 ponies
Okay.
and Charlie the unicorn.
Hi.
There's not an owl bear,
No.
Henry. What did
I
I
would
say
like
I
to-
was gonna do?
I would like to see the unicorn.
Cece is angry.
Hanging out by the gate there by his troughs and stuff. Big top, kind of facing outwards.
You know, maybe it wasn't this circus. Maybe it was a different one, but I could have sworn it was this one.
Real unicorn?
He is a real Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no.
I've heard rumors about him. Have you heard the rumors about him?
No.
He's missing some of his organs.
Yeah, he had a really bad trip to Candy Mountain before he joined the circus, and there was definitely a magical Leopleurodon involved, and it
A
was
magical Leopleurodon?
like
Is
a really
he okay?
yeah, it was a really terrible experience for him. And since joining Henderson and Levy's Cirque Dreamscape, he's really just living the good life, giving all the magical unicorn back rides and getting the pets from all the children.
Maybe we don't mention the Leopleurodon. I feel like that might be a little bit of a sore subject.
Yeah, no, that seems like it would be really traumatic.
I'm going to go up and pet him and give him all the ear scritches.
Yep, and you can see like on his side where his kidney would be, there's like a scar that looks like his kidney was forcefully removed at Candy Mountain and sold on the black market.
Oh,
So he counts as a beast, yeah?
Yeah.
I cast Speak with Animals. Hey, bud.
What's up, dude?
How's it going? We're new here.
Yeah, you have the stink of virgins all over you, I could tell.
I am not a
okay.
virgin.
Well, I've meant virgins to the circus, but thank you for ousting yourself. You should get Jesus. But anyway, nice to meet you. Glad you're new here. What do you do here?
Oh, we're one of the new performing acts.
Oh,
We
are you
on
clowns?
stage. No, we're bards.
Oh, that explains the not a virgin thing. Bards, great. So you just sing like all the other bards in the circus. Cool.
I mean,
yes.
Not like all the other
different.
bards. We killed it up there. Like we
Yeah.
have a fairy, we have a gorgon. Like we killed it up there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The crowd, they look like they were pretty dead. So you sure did kill it. So hey, are you gonna like pay for a ride, or are the little kids with the tears in their eyes behind you able to get on and take a ride?
I
About
thought
the
that
crying
head scritches would be enough.
Yeah, well, when you just live the kind of life that I've lived, nothing's ever enough anymore.
You know what?
Is
You
there
know what?
anything you need? Like I can get you whatever. Like I don't know.
He's
You-
sassing us, Henry.
I can get you whatever you need, man.
I need my kidney back, and that would be a good start.
Listen,
Well,
who took it?
we could make that happen.
It was the candies at Candy Mountain. Don't ever go there. You'll never come back the same. You'll go in a whole person, and you'll come out less of one. Anyway,
I'm not using a kidney. Like we could talk.
No. Delia will kill you, but I will do it first. No. Plus, it's not the same.
yeah, horse kidneys and people kidneys. We process quaaludes way differently, and I just don't think that it's a really good idea.
No, we would probably kill him if we gave him yours anyway.
Oh God.
So
Plus, I think keeping our organs was part of the contract. Okay, we're not gonna ride. We're just gonna go. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good time. Have a good time.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, the one thing I was looking for isn't here. So, do you want to go get tattoos?
Yes.
Oh God, lever. Fine.
It's been like 2 weeks, and that catches me off guard literally every single time. I don't know how you do it.
And you're the one who sneaks up on other people too. It's just
I know, and it's real. I have really good sense of hearing, and every single time.
That's right. That's because I'm stealthy.
So tattoos.
Apparently.
Tattoos, yeah.
Tattoos?
Let's commemorate this night.
We have to come on. We have to get the others though. We can't. That's a group thing.
But if we tell Delia, she's gonna tell us no.
So we
Speaking of
steal.
Delia-
Flip is definitely no. Flip is definitely somewhere with fire. We can find Flip. We just have to steal Mads. That's fine.
I think we should
and then we
get,
get Mads.
Yes, rainbow-colored kidney tattoos.
No. Maybe
I don't know. That sick skull on the tent is pretty cool.
I mean, I have a couple ideas for tattoos that I want. I already have one, but I think that there could be other cool ones. Maybe we I mean, Mads would probably come up with a good idea for matching tattoos. I don't know.
That's why we have to find Mads. We'll find Fire and we'll find Flip, or at the cake place. But we should find Mads, because Mads will have a good idea, and then we just have to not tell Delia.
What if Mads says no? She's not our mom, though. Like, she's not in charge of us. Like, she says no. It's like, oh.
Mads will be into it. Mads will be into it. It's an important night. Mads has tattoos.
That's
We
right.
have to commemorate it.
Let's get
We're
Fine.
let's
I'll
get
find Mads.
rainbow-colored hooks.
We're not servants in a circus.
Let's go find Mads then.
And Flip.
And Flip. So we go off and try to look for Mads wherever she is.
Probably Flip first, since we can know where to find Flip.
Oh, shoot. No, yeah, we should go there first. You're correct.
Down, cinders of fire. We don't need no water. Let this burn.
Flip, do you want to go get a tattoo?
So you guys find Flip, sure enough, at the fire breathers practicing spinning in fire. But this time, we've added a song. Well, love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into... Oh, hey, guys. I was
And
practicing.
it burn, burn, burn.
Well, do you want to go get a tattoo?
Why would I want to get a tattoo?
We're all going to get matching tattoos.
Remember our first gig, our first night.
Why? I don't. Sure, why not?
Cool.
Where
go.
are we going to put them?
Places. Let's go.
Okay.
Mads first.
See you later. See you
We have
later.
to go find
later,
Mads.
Jim Bob and Flary. I'll see you
There's
guys later.
another gym.
It's Jim Bob.
Henderson.
He's the one with the torches, and then Flary's
So
the one
much
with the
bigger
sword.
than
Got a
we
middle
thought it
name.
was.
That's
Much bigger than we thought.
why you use the middle name.
I have to
You
write
go
that down.
off-
It's
We
all
have no time.
connected.
Jim Bob.
We have no time. Let's go.
You go off looking for Mads, and you happen to find Mads standing in line with Delia outside of the Hall of Illusion.
We're going to stop at least 10 feet short of them. And Henry, I'm going to pull Henry back and just say, okay, they're together. Should we, I mean,
Yes.
but,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay, you go. You're closer to Mads. Go. She's going to shove
Mads!
Henry.
Mads.
As you
Henry.
approach,
Now, Miss Delia, we're getting tattoos. Now come with us.
Ah!
Oh. I mean, as long as you guys don't. You're not getting anything stupid, are you?
Oh,
No.
definitely stupid.
No.
Have you ever met a not stupid tattoo?
Cece just points to her chest where her tattoo is and just gives him
Mads
this absolute
pulls down
angry
her
look.
jacket to reveal a full sleeve on her left arm.
Do these look stupid, Lever?
I mean,
There's no stupid tattoos.
No. Don't
oh,
answer that.
is there no? Let me take my shirt off here and let me see you. There's no such thing as a stupid tattoo, huh? Well, take a look at this.
That.
Yeah,
What am
That's
I even
good.
looking at?
I
Like,
know. What are you looking at?
When
Describe
did
it
you,
for the rest of us.
did you get that
Is that
on
a
the
hot
boat?
dog?
Was
Well,
that during a storm?
Yes, but what else is there? See?
Why do I see tiny children and flowers?
Yes.
What are you?
Why is
Okay, no, put it
why
back on.
is that
It's
child holding
moving.
a chili pepper?
I feel like it's
Well,
moving. Just put it
I
back
mean,
on.
I do like a chipotle and sometimes a habanero.
Put it back on. I don't want to look anymore. I think it's moving.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I made my point.
Henry's head is sideways, just like maybe kind of going upside down a little bit. No, it's a dog this way.
Yeah. It's a dachshund.
I never want to go to the
Why-
tattoo artist that you went to. I'm so scared.
Why
Please
is the
tell me.
fourth toe hanging out of every shoe?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
There's
you
a
guys want to go
story
get
for that.
tattoos?
You lot have had your fun. Can we at least go into the Hall of Illusions? The line was shockingly long.
Yeah, let's do it. And then tattoos.
Wait. We're going to cut in front of other people.
Exactly.
You
So,
guys go. You guys
yes,
go.
we
We'll
can
wait.
go. We can
We'll
go and get tattoos. I actually have quite a clever idea.
Go do the Hall of Illusions thing. We'll wait.
Thank you.
And we're
And
just
Mads
gonna
and Delia
go-
just like share a look.
God.
We're being ditched, aren't we?
a little bit, but it's okay. We're just gonna stay near the entrance / exit.
You
and if
ditched
they
us
leave-
first.
If they
You
leave,
did.
we'll see it.
So Mads and
Dylan,
Delia.
where am I supposed to go then? I am so confused.
Nope, stay with us, Flip. Stay with us.
Okay.
It's not gonna take them that long, right?
I mean, what qualified? Illusion is a really big scope. We have no idea what's in there.
But it's only a hall. Like it's not a mansion.
It's
of
our
illusions.
turn. Are you finished having a conversation so that we can go inside?
It's definitely bigger on the inside.
Shh, Henry, let them go.
Are you going to the fortune teller or the Hall of Illusion? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Hall of
Well, we're in line
Illusion.
for Hall of Illusion.
Yeah. we're-
That's
So
right.
a wooden mannequin of grinning, raven-haired young woman in witch's attire and green flowing cape hovers inside a glass cabinet. At the top of the cabinet, a sign reads, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter. A halfling couple hold hands as they approach the glass cabinet. One of the halflings is wearing butterfly face paint. As he drops to one knee and pulls a small box from his pocket, his sweetheart bursts into laughter and begins rolling on the ground. The halfling in face paint begins sobbing and darts to a nearby tent without getting his ticket punched.
Oh,
Interesting.
That was actually kind of funny. And really
Delia!
better off.
Is that it?
What?
Is there more?
I'm sorry.
Is it just the mannequin?
Marriage it's not worth it. I know he thinks it is, but they're both going to wake up one day and realize the mistake they made. They are better off.
And the line kind of moves closer towards the Hall of Illusion, and you're just a couple people back, and they start letting them in. And you can see that this large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving into pools of color. The stripes of the tent's pointed canopies rotate in spirals, and the whole display seems designed to befuddle onlookers. A clown dressed in muted garb stands at the tent's entrance, blinking at you.
Never trust a
I'm-
clown.
Hello?
How much to get in?
He holds up a finger and he makes an indication of 1, and then he starts to sort of mime at you, and he points to like this badge on his shirt that says Candlefoot the Mime, and then holds up the number 1 on his fingers again.
That's right. I mime right back. I match his movements. Move for move.
Cece's just chilling out by the giant teapot.
No, I'm here for this. This is weird.
Y'all do that. I'm gonna stand over here.
I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
that you didn't want to cut people in line.
It's a
No, I'm
17
not
performance.
going in. I'm just observing what all of this.
17 performance to match his mimery movements.
And you match them almost identical, almost like you could be a mime named Handuk somewhere if you wanted to.
That's, oh, well, yeah. That's right. See?
What did you say the name was?
His name is Candlefoot. And you see Elwick kind of pop up next to you. And she says, Candlefoot, Candlefoot, Candlefoot. This mime is one of my favorite members of this delightful carnival. A spellcaster used magic to leech all of his color from him, even from his clothes. So he joined the carnival to find a new life, and I'm just glad he did. At the moment, he's the ticket taker for the Hall of Illusions, though I know he'd rather be anywhere else. I think something about that place unsettles him. That or the love-struck mime would rather rush off to proclaim his feelings for the glamorous Palasha who performs over there. You know, for a mime, he really can go on, especially about the love of his life. He's a hopeless romantic. And then she kind of disappears again.
Henry, we have to get them together.
We absolutely do.
Hand him tickets.
Hand him button.
He punches your ticket, and you're sort of able to move into the Hall of Illusions.
See you guys on the other end. I'll die.
Don't plan on
We're
it.
not the ones people need to worry about dying.
Why do people keep telling us that?
They
Yeah,
wish
we
us
go
well.
inside. We go
Yeah.
inside. Delia and I go inside.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
So you head in, and you kind of see inside this Hall of Illusions tall mirrors lining the interior walls. The mirrors near the entrance start to reflect you in your youth. And as you sort of start to move through the hall, your age changes, and that you start to grow steadily older as you look at yourself in the mirror. And as you kind of get to the end and you start to scrutinize your reflection, you're in your twilight years. Tell me what you look like.
I have no idea.
Well, I know. My silky hair is still silky. It's just now totally silver silky. And my ears are a little floppy. The lobes are a little bigger. But yes, there's a bit of a wrinkle here and there, but I'm an elf. I age well.
I think by now my hair would have been. It's just completely gray at this point. There's a few wrinkles here and there. And like, Delia already looks hard and done with the world, but I think at that age, there's just this deep, deep bitterness and hatred for the world. It's not completely there yet. She's just gonna nod her head like, yeah, that's about what I expected. That or dead. That or dead.
Matt, what do you see?
I think that Mads would see herself older, wrinkled, very slightly at like the crevices of her face, like under eyes, around the nose, around the face. But overall, her skin itself, in terms of the texture, is relatively the same because stone doesn't crack easily. And her snakes are shorter and a little bit more cropped to her face. And at the root, they're beginning to shed into a little bit lighter of like a grayish green. And in her eyes, I think there's just a overall feeling of unfulfillment. And I think in this moment she sees the person that she would become if she pursued uncertainty rather than commitment. And that hits her a little bit hard, but she given the circumstances, doesn't feel particularly surprised. And she just kind of nods because this makes sense to her, and moves on.
And as you kind of like move, Flip, I would ask you what you see, but I don't know if you do. Do you see?
So Flip just sees the rectangles that are the mirrors, but anybody else who looks at his reflection can tell that the change has taken place, assuming that the illusions work that way.
Yeah.
So if anybody else were to look, they would see that Flip's mohawk and ear hair are much longer and have gone kind of wiry and poofy mad science style instead of the fairly slicked back hair that he has now. His spots have faded from a luminescent green that they currently are to almost an eerie purple luminescence. It still glows, but in a much more liver spotty kind of way. His skin in the reflection isn't wrinkled, but it's drier and thinner. And so it looks older, but more like old parchment than old skin. And his feathers on his wings have gone from their current pure white to almost a dark brown black color. Again, he doesn't see this, but everyone else would.
And then you hear your friends coming running up behind you as Henry and Cece come in, and Cece sounds like she's bitching and grumbling that she got pulled in, to this Hall of Illusions, and Henry's just like super giggly and happy and like, I want to go.
We could have waited outside.
Nope, we have to see it. FOMO.
And as they kind of come through, they kind of see the same thing. In the very beginning, they see themselves in their youth, and they start to grow steadily older until they get, to their twilight years. And sort of as Cece and Henry approach, just about the same time, you hear a soft crying coming from somewhere within this Hall of Illusions.
Flip is probably the least freaked out of anybody and is going to head immediately towards the crying.
Same.
So you
Cece's just going to stare at herself.
It's important to note that Henry doesn't age.
Yeah, so Henry's just kind of like, I look the same. And then you kind of head in the direction with Flip towards the crying, and you see the little halfling that had proposed to his lady love outside, and you see a little girl in a pig mask, like the reflection in the mirror, like talking to his reflection. And as soon as you come around the corner and she sees you, she kind of disappears out of the mirror, but the little halfling guy is still standing there.
Oi, why are you crying? This is kind of a weird place to curl up and cry.
Yeah, I think the mirrors are broken.
I proposed to and he's like,
slap him very gently across the face. Wrap up, man. You don't make no sense. Why are you crying?
Well, that really hurt almost as much as my heart, but my hold on.
Take some deep breaths. Use your inhaler if you need it.
Yeah, yep. You know what? How'd you know I needed my inhaler? And he takes.
I can hear the wheezing. Just take some breaths, and then tell me why the F you're crying. This is a weird, creepy tunnel. Yeah. Kind of a strange place for a breakdown.
Really creepy. I look really old, but that doesn't bother me because I knew I was going to get old. But I proposed to my love, and she told me no.
Let's just go to one of your other loves.
Was that her in the mirror? That she?
No, that girl came to me and said that. Asked me if I had any regrets, and if I had regrets that she would take me to somebody that would help fix it. And then you came and I was going to because I wanted to take the pain away because I just wanted to marry my love of my life.
I'm going to slap him again. Snap out of it.
Oh, wow.
Ow, ow, that one hurt a little bit more than the last one.
Stop, or I will slap you again.
There is a lot to unpack there.
So, if my tiny slaps are hurting more than being left behind, you didn't love her that much.
No, not more, almost as much.
Anyway,
but you get a wild punch.
I will slap you again if you start crying again. So
Flip seems to have a, if somewhat stern hand on this. I want to look at the mirror for this girl.
All right, my man. So she didn't love you the way you loved her. I get that. What's your name?
My name is Ruben, and she always said she loved me, but she laughed when I asked her to marry me.
All right, well, hang on. Maybe she's not the marrying kind.
Not the marrying kind. She's the most beautiful halfling I've ever seen in my life, and the way the fur grows on her toes is just the most perfectness, and she brings me the best ale and the brown bread.
I dig it, but why does she have to be monogamous? Why can't you enjoy a good thing?
Well, I mean, she doesn't have to marry me, but I do just love her. Maybe she'll just be my forever girlfriend. I don't know, man. I just don't know how to live without that delicious brown bread and ale-scented breath of her sleeping next to me every night, snoring like a troll. It's my favorite thing about her.
Yeah, I hear that. But, some people say marriage is just a contract signing up to become the villain in another person's life story. So maybe you're better off.
There's a lot to unpack there, too. We'll get to that later.
I didn't really think about it, but breaking my heart was pretty villainous of her, man.
But why would you want her to you love her, right?
Yeah, more than anything. More than the delicious brown bread sandwiches she makes.
You mentioned the bread sandwiches. First of all, I have a little bit of experience with relationships. I know I don't look it. I know I don't sound like it. Got a little bit of relationship experience. Rule number 1 is make your own damn sandwiches.
But second breakfast is after first breakfast.
Yep.
And it's just after I'm out plowing the fields, and she just always makes it for me because we just got this cute little hole in the ground house and some fields growing and the wheat that makes the brown bread. It was a good life, and I just thought I'd share it with her forever, but she didn't really want to.
Right.
Hi,
so
sorry. Don't want to interrupt. This seems like a lot. You were gonna trade your regrets?
Oh
yeah, the girl, she said that she knows somebody in a place that she would take me to that would take my regrets away if I had any.
So a girl just appears in a mirror and says, "I'm gonna make the pain go away," and you said, "Yes."
Well, I almost did, and then she ran away when you came.
Cool. Okay.
That checks out.
Yep. You could be very happy if you just made your own damn sandwiches.
I think we need to see this thing through.
I want to find the girl. You were alone, right? There was no one with you? You were just hanging out here?
Yeah, I ran away, and I didn't get my ticket punched when I came in, and I think the nice man at the entrance is going to be upset at me. I just hope he doesn't slap me as hard as this little guy here. But,
we can sneak you out. We can sneak you out. It's okay. You guys seem to have I'm gonna go down a corner and try to find this girl.
Yeah, you don't see at all anywhere. You don't see her or anything. What you saw was her whispering to the youthful reflection of the distraught halfling, and then as soon as she saw you, she disappeared.
Even if I separate myself from the others, if she only comes if you're alone?
Yep.
Okay.
Where
And
there's
besides crying, I could slap you and make you cry.
Cece's already crying. If
Maybe-
anyone needs tears to
Cute.
produce some kind of
now, what if I take
possible-
my shirt off and show my tattoo into the mirror and then talk about regrets?
It's worth noting that Mads and Delia would have gone ahead from this cacophony of ridiculousness.
Yep. I'm out of there.
I've seen what you do late at night. You better watch out what you call ridiculous.
Cece's just standing there staring at herself, at her old self, not even paying attention to what's going on. She's just stuck.
Well, dude, I think what we should do is go find your lady friend and just tell her that marriage, while it was your idea, it's not, you're not totally sold on it. And if she's not the marrying kind, then you're down for whatever kind of ride she wants to ride. The ride of life has many seating arrangements. There's no reason that you and she can't ride together as long as she's down for that, as long as you're willing to be a little bit flexible on the seating arrangements.
That sounds like a really good idea. You told me to tell you my name, but you didn't tell me yours.
I don't think you could pronounce mine. Most people around here call me Flip, though.
Yeah,
Well, thanks, Flip. We can go find Ween. She's probably out by the teapot. She really likes the teapot.
Is that the one that has the owlbear in it? Because if so, I think I'm supposed to get a friend of mine.
I don't know if it has an owl bear in it. It's just a big teapot.
That's fair. Well, then I think you should go, and I will come as your literal wingman, and you can tell her that you are down for the ride in whatever vehicle she wants. It does not have to be a bicycle built for two.
And I'll even tell her I'll make my own sandwiches.
Definitely. Actually, what you could do is offer to make her sandwiches sometimes.
I think that's a really good idea. Maybe I should give a little bit more than I take. That's a good idea. You're a really good advice giver, Flip. And he pats you on the back with his little sad, snot-covered hand.
Thanks. That's going to take forever to wash out. But anyway, let's move on here, and just remember that it takes all shapes of families, and a future has to be built together. So until some random wizard pulls you away from everything you've ever known, you can continue to forge ahead. This is just a bump in the road.
Yeah, you're really smart, man. It's a really good idea.
All right. Hey, y'all, I'm going to take Ruben here out to the teapot to meet his lady love and try to patch things up a bit. If I'm not back in like 10 minutes, assume I've been eaten.
Yeah, and bring back some of that bread. It sounds really good.
I will see what I can do. And I'm going to help Ruben up and start moving further down, following him through the Hall of Illusions.
And he'll lead you out to the little teapot, and you can see his lady friend, and she's standing there, and like when he comes out, she's like waiting for him, and she just looks at him like, Ruben, you've been crying. What's wrong? And you broke my heart, Ween. But it's okay. It's okay. My friend Flip, he's my wingman, the literal wingman, and he said to tell you that I'm down for the ride in whatever vehicle you want to take, and I'll even make you sandwiches sometimes. You just don't have to. Just be my passenger, man.
You could let her drive too if she wants.
Yeah. And what he said, you can drive sometimes too. Yeah. All the stuff. Just
You're looking for partnership, not control.
Partnership, not parasite ship. Yes, but Ween man, Ruben, calm down. It's okay. Of course I want to be your passenger. I just, when we got up there by the thing, I just fell under this I don't know. I just couldn't help myself but laughing. I really wanted to say yes, but I just couldn't help it when I was over there by that cabinet.
Interesting. Now I want to know about this cabinet. I'm going to leave you two here to kiss and make up and figure out the vehicle you want to take on the ride through life.
You know what,
Go
Flip?
find. Yep.
You're the best good advice giver a friend ever could have, and I just want to give you this little token of inspiration for helping me out.
Well, thank you kindly. I appreciate that, and I'm gonna go see about that cabinet, eh? Y'all have a beautiful life together, and make many more little hairy-footed friends, if that is what you choose to do.
Thank you, Flip. You're so sweet. I'm sorry he has really bad anxiety, and I see he snotted on your wings. Here, let me fix that. And she cast little prestidigitation on your wings and got the snot off, and they head off in another direction.
Thank you. I keep meaning to learn that spell. Anyway, I'm gonna go back in through the back door. Guys, I think we need to go to the cupboard. I think there's a problem with a cupboard.
Meanwhile, Lever and I are still trying to lure out the regret girl.
Yeah, you just you don't seem to be able to find her or anything. You don't see or hear anything else other than people oohing and eyeing as they sort of come through the Hall of Illusions behind you. And they kind of start to pile up and are like, are you going to move? Or just kind of looking at you like, hey, mans, you're really blocking the way here.
Come on, Matthew. We got to go.
Cece runs out past everyone else. She's gone.
Mads and Delia would have already dipped.
All right, so now we have to find Cece, Mads, Delia, and then the cupboard. Henry, are you coming?
Yes. What cupboard? What?
So apparently that whole show started with a cupboard that made that girl laugh. She didn't actually object to Marion. Turned out she was the Marion kind, but something just came over her, a sensation, a giggle, if you will.
Wait, the one that looked like the one that looked like a witch?
I don't know.
The mannequin.
What mannequin?
Come on.
Okay.
I take Flip and we stand a good distance away from the witch mannequin.
Yep, and Flip sees now a wooden mannequin of grinning, raven-haired young woman in a witch's attire and green flowing capes hovering inside a glass cabinet. At the top of the cabinet, a sign reads, Tasha, the wizard known for her hideous laughter.
Well, laughter that ruins someone's proposal would indeed be hideous. I would like to investigate this cabinet, if I may.
You may roll me a history check.
All right. Oh, that's a nat 1. I've only been in this surface world for, about 3 weeks now, but I spent 2 of them in the house.
I mean, I can give it a go. That's a just straight 18.
Okay. So, you start to recall as you think of Tasha, the wizard known for her hideous laughter, of a spell that you have heard of in your life travels, Henry. You've been around some very affluential people in your life, and they all come from different walks of the world, but they're all pretty magical, and they've taught you some things, and you kind of remember somebody doing a spell one time that made people laugh atrociously.
So
Tasha,
I approached the cabinet because I've had that spell cast on me even in the past 2 weeks. So I'm gonna see if the cabinet hits me, and I'm gonna see if it feels the same.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a fail.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 9.
Yep. So you will be affected by Tasha's hideous laughter spell.
Yep. Yeah, I was right. It feels. This is exactly the same. It's exactly this. It's a spell. Why is this stupid cabinet?
All right, come away from the cabinet. Come on, while you're laughing.
Such a stupid cabinet.
Now I want to kind of fly around the cabinet and see if I can figure out how it works.
It looks like it's magically enchanted sort of cabinet in a magical circus.
Ah. Not a good place for a proposal. Hey, Henry.
I am on the ground.
Yes, you are. When you're done laughing, do you think you could write a sign that says, "Don't propose to your girlfriend by this cabinet," and put it nearby?
That's so specific.
Well, it seems to have come up at least once.
Oh, yeah. Very specific.
Just like the whole thing, just like pin it to the top.
Don't ask a question you don't want the answer to.
So once you get about 10 feet away from the cabinet, you kind of stop feeling the effects of the laughter spell.
Oh, that was a lot. Okay. No, yeah, we should totally write a sign. That's a really good idea, actually. People should be warned.
That this is not the right place for marriage proposals. In fact, you know what we should do is we should find the director of the circus again and suggest that they could add like a location for proposals that is like protected from other magical influences.
You could even have like a portrait spot. I don't know. I think we can make this work.
You could probably get like a druid to grow some sort of, like archway or something in the shape of a heart.
Oh yeah, you have the full production, like dancing lights, do the whole thing.
They could even get a cleric on staff and do some little like 30-second weddings here.
There you go.
What could go wrong?
Side gig.
So many things, because monogamy is problematic, but if people are into it, we can make money off of it.
Yeah. 10 years later, we have another tent.
Somewhere out there, Delia feels oddly proud of Flip.
Okay, so we figured out the cabinet. It's definitely a spell, and we have a really good plan for like a side hustle. Where did everybody else go?
Now, if I ever start a career as a stand-up comedian, I'm just going to bring that cabinet on stage with me.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. Moneymaker.
Mads and Delia are in line for the fortune teller. Mads is holding Delia's spot as she goes to check on Cece.
I'm behind them, like a couple good people behind them.
We may just let people go ahead and so that we're like basically right in front of Cece. Make it easy. Hey.
Hey.
What's with the whole...
The mirrors.
Okay.
I need to talk to her about what I saw.
Talk to who?
The fortune teller.
Oh, okay.
Besides, we have the same hobby, so.
Okay.
I'm fine. Go be with Mads. I'll be fine.
You hear a loud screaming noise come from inside the fortune teller's Vardo.
Somebody got some not great news. Is that a happy scream or a sad one?
Shortly after the scream, you see the fortune teller kind of burst from the doors of her Vardo and point towards Delia and Mads and Cece as they're kind of all standing together. And she just yells, "Cursed!" And then as she starts to yell "cursed," she says, "You're doomed to die before the stroke of midnight." And then she falls to the ground and looks as if she's kind of in like a coma.
Well, I'm starting to second guess our band name now, because this seems like a Tonight problem.
Yeah,
Can we hear
yeah.
that?
Can
You
I-
You
guys
guys are all the other side of the place.
Yeah, you guys are
are
not
getting
here.
close.
cool. Split the party.
Okay, very funny.
No. This is not how this goes. This is not how this goes. So,
I'm
Cece's
gonna
gonna
go up and
run
roll
up.
a medicine.
Yeah, I will join you in that. That is a 19 on the die.
It doesn't seem to matter how hard you try to snap her out of it or wake her up or anything. She's just laying there in sort of this coma-like state.
She pointed at us.
Are there any other staff members around, or is it just her?
You just see her. Nobody had kind of headed in the direction. Yeah, you just see her.
Well, I feel ripped off.
The door to her Vardo is hanging open, and there's nobody inside. And you can see sort of her crystal ball and things on the table, and where her stack of tarot cards is.
Can I roll an insight to see if I think she's like legit in terms of her fortune telling, just based on what I can see inside her caravan?
Sure.
Can I roll, since this is literally my, like, one of the things I'm good at, can I roll with advantage for that to see
Sure.
if she's actually legit? Okay.
Now we know she wasn't too legit to quit.
I rolled a 24.
18.
Yeah, no, you absolutely know that this is Madam Henderson. She is one of the Carnival owners and is a famed fortune teller across multiple planes in the world of existence.
Okay. I'm gonna go back through the big top and over to the staff area and alert one of the owners what's going on.
So when you kind of get into the staff area of the big top, they tell you that Mr. Levy isn't available. He's sort of in a meeting in his cabin, but they send over some Carnival hands to kind of help and figure out what's going on over there.
Okay.
Okay,
Cece's gonna run past Mads and burst into whatever meeting he's in.
Cece, no, that is not a good idea.
If one of his co-owners is catatonic,
And there are people that are going to handle it. This is our first day. It is not good to piss off the owners.
it doesn't matter if past midnight we're going to die.
We are not going to die.
She is a good fortune teller, Delia. She knows what she's doing.
And the future is not set in stone.
Fine, I won't go in there. But if we die at midnight, this is your fault.
If
Nobody
we
died
die
on my
and
watch.
I'm dead, I will hardly care then.
By the time y'all get back, I think
Delia, I'll care.
Meanwhile, the boys are getting cotton candy. We're having a great time.
I don't know. Did we hear the screaming? Because if so, we would have headed back. Or at least Flip would have headed toward the screaming. It's a bad habit of his.
If we heard the screaming, yes.
Yeah, Flip, you would have heard with your perception, you know, if you're paying attention. You're not far away. They're at 6, and you guys were around between 8 and 7.
Yeah, so Flip would have
We
gone.
all run up. We all run up.
Shit's going down. So if we might not be in the big top, but we'd be back at the place when the Carney hands get there to take the body.
Yep.
Cece's just gonna come back up looking absolutely haunted.
Has anybody tried like healing her? We could do like a
Yes.
healing work. Okay, that's been tried.
Are we all?
Has anybody tried
What is
slapping?
happening?
Oh, apparently we're cursed and we're going to die at midnight.
Congratulations.
Or what?
Not you, me, Delia, and Mads. We're all gonna die at midnight. She said it.
That's
Okay,
very
we don't
cool.
know. that. We don't like.
She's a good fortune teller, Henry. She's not gonna lie. Look at her.
That doesn't bode
Or-
well. No.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, hear me out. We're the new people. This is a great opportunity to haze us.
How do we know it's just? I know she only talked to you guys. How do we know it isn't all of us?
We don't know. I would ask her, but she's catatonic.
But she's alive.
Yes, she's breathing. She's just
Okay.
there.
And what time of night is it?
That's a good question.
Yes, what time is it?
It is about 8:30.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, let's just wait till midnight and see if we all die. All right? Sounds like such a good plan. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
just to be clear, you guys don't want to die at the stroke of midnight?
No, I don't want to die, Flip.
You don't
No
wanna
one
die.
is gonna die.
I
Henry,
didn't say
she
anyone
said
was
it.
gonna die. I
I'm
just said-
going to die.
No one is going to die.
I never wanted it to die.
I mean,
Now,
someone-
Cece, I have a question.
Yep.
Being as that you are also a tarot card reader and you looked into, her Vardo, and you see her things on the table, do you approach her stuff? Do you want to kind of see what she was looking at, or?
Yep. I'll look at what she's looking at.
I'm going with.
No.
Yes, you're not going in there alone.
No. Fine. Just be careful. Don't touch anything.
So she's got her Taroka deck is sitting there on her table in front of her crystal ball, and there are 5 cards flipped in front of it. The Executioner, the Ghost, the Broken One, the Innocent, and the Evoker. The 6 of Stars, the Evoker card.
Oh.
Okay, that could mean anything.
That's good, right?
No. Are any of them upright versus reversed, or are they all upright?
Executioner upright, Ghost upright, Broken One upside down, Innocent also upside down, Evoker upright.
Okay, what does that mean?
So that's good, right?
No. She was right. She was right.
Love, you're gonna have to start using better words because these are pictures on a card. What does this mean?
She's saying essentially what she told us, that the executioner is facing this way. Things are coming to an end. Something is coming to an end
That's right.
for a
Anonymity.
reason.
But
That's
every
right.
end is just another beginning.
Not if you die.
Keep going, keep going.
Even if you die.
Hang on, guys. Let her keep going. Is it just you guys or is it just all of us? Like,
Let me just give me a minute, okay? These aren't my cards. I need to center myself and look at them. Can you guys just step out of the tent, please?
I'm not
I promise
leaving
I'm
you
fine.
alone.
I am not leaving you alone.
Stand outside the tent, otherwise I'm not going to be able to figure this out.
This seems. Well, how about I just fade into the shadows but stay in here?
Cece.
Trust me, okay?
I trust you. And also, poof, I'm gone. Minor illusion. Fade
Henry,
into
I
the
know
shadows.
what I'm doing. I know what I'm
Mark in
doing.
the shadows.
Please.
You can't see me. I'm not there. I'm outside. Except I'm not.
Henry, I know what I'm doing.
I grab the voice of where I know Lever is and I drag him outside if I have to go outside.
Okay. And Cece's going to take a minute to look at everything real fast and she'll come out when she kind of has a good idea of what's going on, but that's going to take a minute.
Hoolie?
Yes.
While this is happening, can I just kind of step off to the side, relatively alone for a moment?
Sure.
Cool. Just gonna whisper. Okay, I know you fuckers are here. You're being good, you're being quiet. I appreciate that. Go check this place out. Things aren't right.
You just get some sort of haptic kind of feedback sounds. Nothing too specific, some mumbling, grumbling voices that you're used to hearing, but nothing telling you much of anything really.
Of course, the one time you could have been useful. And she rejoins the others.
Henry is standing in the tent entryway like a bodyguard, just stone still.
Yeah, and the carnival hands have came and picked her up and have taken her to the Vardo where Mr. Levy is, and they're kind of managing that. And somebody comes back and says, says Mr. Levy will speak with you guys after his very important engagement. And says, yeah, enjoy the rest of the carnival.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And everything around you kind of goes back to the normal sort of carnival activities. Fairy cake eating contest, some outstare the Cyclops going on, guess the feathers on the cockatrice, goblin wrestling, gnome poetry contest, catch the fairy dragon by the tail, Ali Maraj, ring toss, things like that, you know?
I turn and address the group. Delia and I are going to go and look at the curio tents. Please go find something else to do. We will meet you at the tattoo tent in half an hour. Is that okay?
I'm just
Given the
gonna
circumstances,
go
there's...
summers.
Before anyone can answer, Cece's gonna bust out. Still looking haunted. I figured it out.
Okay.
Okay.
I walk out right behind you. You didn't even know I was in there.
God damn it, Lever.
Okay. Just... All right. It's not good. It doesn't say the stroke of midnight anywhere, okay? It just says a stroke of midnight, not the, you know, like, are you just going possibly not tonight, some other time, you know? So there's imminent death of a right or wrong convicted person. False accusations or unjust prosecution. There is some looming past, the return of someone's old enemy or the discovery of a secret buried long ago. There's defeat, failure, and despair. The loss of someone important, without which one feels incomplete. The being of great importance whose life is in danger. And magical or supernatural powers that cannot be controlled. How fun does that sound, right? We're fucked.
If I may offer a point of contention.
So that's good, right?
What?
Okay.
What, Mads? Try to tell me about my profession. Go. Just go. Tell me.
You said it's a stroke of midnight, not the stroke of midnight.
That's correct. So
All
it
of
could
this,
happen whenever.
let me talk. I understand that this is your profession. But if you sit back and you actually think about life, these are all relatively normal things. Now, we were told when we first got here that we would be going and helping the Feywild. Obviously, there's going to be danger there. Obviously, there are going to be people important. Obviously, there are going to be potential losses. So, I understand that you're panicked, and I understand that this doesn't seem particularly good, but when you look at it, and you are only looking at the negatives without even factoring in any potential positives, of course it's going to be bad, but factor in the positives. This is just life. This is the trajectory that we have ahead. Of course, down the road, we're going to lose someone and feel incomplete. Of course there's going to be danger. We're going into the fucking Feywild. So, you can sit here and you can tunnel vision as much as you want. I won't stop you. But I am not going to panic. Because it's not worth it. There's nothing we can do at the moment unless you magically have some sort of solution to reverse this quote-unquote curse that we are under. All we can do at the moment is wait for that fortune teller to regain consciousness, wait for Mr. Levy to come and meet with us, and actually sit back and enjoy the circus. Now, I am going to go to the curio tents. And Mads just kind of turns and walks off.
So like I said, that's good, right?
Cece is visibly, like, there's steam coming out of her ears. She is upset.
You and I have both been eavesdropping on those two long enough to know that good is a relative term.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure it out.
Oh, no. No.
And if we can't figure it out and it's not good, just remember, fight back to back and try not to bleed out before somebody can heal you.
We're gonna figure this out. It's gonna be okay.
What are we supposed to do? Like, pretend like it's not happening?
Were you not listening? We're supposed to fight back to back and don't bleed out until somebody can heal you.
We just have to wait. She'll wake up, and then we can ask more questions.
What if she doesn't wake up?
Then we'll talk to Mr. Levy, and maybe he'll have he's her partner. Like, we'll find answers. You said it's not necessarily tonight.
No, but I would like to know if someone important in my life is going to die.
And we're gonna figure that out.
Oh, everyone important dies. Fact of life. I'm gonna go make sure Mads doesn't apparently get killed, because that's a concern now.
Pretty sure we should not wander off alone, unfortunately. I guess I'll go with you to check on Mads then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Delia, if you see anything, you need to message us. Because we all need to be together if something goes down.
Yeah, I will message.
Okay. Cece, Lever, let's stay together.
That's right.
Come on, guys. There's a ring toss. I've been practicing, and Delia will message us, and I am going to win a bear. I am going to win a bear.
You have been practicing, I remember.
I think it's an owlbear. But yes.
I am going to win an owlbear, and then I'm going to put it in a teacup.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
So Mads has made her way towards the curio tent, and Delia and Flip sort of bring up the rear. And you're standing in front of this sort of large tent, two large tents, chock full of trinkets, shelves crammed full of trinkets, junk-filled trunks, crates and barrels topped with knickknacks and other curios, and a sign that says 1 silver each.
Mads is just kind of over there, just sort of looking at different things. Just hands in pockets, enjoying a moment of quiet away from everybody. Would there be anything particularly interesting that would catch my eye, or?
Sure, roll me a D100.
Sure. I rolled 100.
Ew.
I'm looking at 3 zeros right now.
Oh, yeah. Some say that's a 0, but I say it's 100.
So you kind of like are, meandering through, picking around, looking for things, moving stuff off, reveling in your sort of moment of peace, when you come across a little wooden doll. And this wooden doll has a door that opens to reveal a slightly smaller identical doll. This one being empty. Perhaps there are other smaller dolls that are still missing.
Interesting. She doesn't move to purchase it. She just kind of looks at it.
And you see next to it on the same shelf, you find a mummified goblin hand and a bright green feather. Just a couple of random items.
Yeah, Mads isn't making any move to like touch anything. She's just kind of window shopping, I guess, for lack of a better word. It was more a point to kind of get away from everybody than it was to actually like make a purchase in this shop.
Yeah, you're able to just kind of look around and see all of the different items and things. And there's just kind of a carnival hand sitting there with a toothpick in his mouth, looking at his fingers like he looks extremely bored, waiting for people to, buy his curios and things and such.
Yeah, after maybe about 10, 15 minutes, Mads would go out and just kind of start making her way over to the tattoo shop, because she did tell them she didn't like she's true to her word and she's going to go over to the tattoo shop and wait for everybody.
Meanwhile, Flip and Delia are just following back probably a good 15 feet, not quite letting you out of our sight, but also not interfering. So if you turn around, you might catch a glimpse of us, but we're very carefully not encroaching.
Henry, who follows instructions well, has dragged the group to meet at the tattoo tent at the time that Mads specified.
Cece's not happy to be there, but she's there.
I said dragged.
All right, so we agreed on hot dogs.
You already have one.
Oh.
Mads said she had a good idea. You just have to wait for Mads.
As she's kind of walking out of the curio shop, Mads would notice Delia and Flip. And just kind of she sighs and approaches them.
Don't be mad. If shit went down, it's hard to fight back to back when you've wandered off by yourself.
I'm not mad.
Did you find anything worth buying?
You can go and look for yourself. Delia and I can wait outside. We won't let you out of our sight.
I don't really care that much. I was just making conversation.
I know.
I'll go look.
What time are we supposed to be at the tattoo parlor?
About 20 minutes from now.
So Delia kind of goes into the shop and she's immediately drawn to this large doll sitting in a wooden chair. The doll is wearing a long white gown tied with a bow in the center. She has sort of red, ginger-colored hair, pigtails, and has sort of like a brightly colored red lipstick, faint eye makeup, things of the sort. The doll looks older and worn, and the dress, like, it's meant to be white, but it's kind of faded out. Maybe a couple of nibble holes in the linen along the way, but it's about a 3-foot tall doll sitting in this sort of rocking chair.
Hey, is this is she for sale?
Yeah, 1 silver, everything in the shop.
Can you break a gold?
Yeah, yep.
Take her.
So he just looks at you and kind of raises an eyebrow and says, all right, and gives you back your change.
All right, pleasure doing business. I'm taking that doll. Come back out.
That looks legitimately terrifying.
I know, isn't it great?
I'm more afraid of that than I am this curse.
It doesn't have a pulse, but it's as big as I am. What the fuck?
Well, now you have a cuddle buddy, Flip.
No.
Look, I just think it's neat, okay?
I am not cuddling a dead fairy.
It's not dead. It was never alive.
That we know of.
Or was it?
We're not over here.
Look, it will be fine. It's just a doll. I think with a little work, it'll actually be really pretty. I had something kind of like this when I was younger.
Delia.
Yeah.
Whenever you like pick up the doll and you're carrying it, it has its own voice that you're now hearing in the mix of your other voices. But this one stands out to you very much more because it sort of resembles your own voice, but maybe in more of like a childlike state. And she's very pragmatic and practical in her thinking process when she's communicating with you, and seems like you guys are very in tune and on the same page of thought and things. So as you're kind of walking through and say, you see 2 people kissing off to the side, she scoffs in disgust the same way that you would at romance. And she looks at people and is like, what a fucking idiot, and that's just about what you're hearing in your head. Nobody sees or hears her say or do anything else. You just kind of realize that you're tapped into a new voice now.
I mean, this isn't too out of the ordinary, so yeah, not even batting an eye. This is fine.
No, that is definitely a problem, but apparently we're going to deal with it tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not telling you guys I hear another voice.
You didn't need to. I'm telling you that doll is a problem.
Meh.
At least the rocking chair looks comfortable.
All right. Yeah, we were supposed to meet up with everyone, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Time's
all right. Let's go.
Yep, it's about that time, and you see the others waiting outside of the tattoo tent, munching on some cotton candy and some other carnival snacks as they kind of have waited for you. And you approach the tattoo tent where we will pick it up next week with the band commemorating their first performance with tattoos, and we will catch everybody in the after show.